So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the greatest watch market update show. Ladies and gentlemen, before I get into the watch market update, I want to talk to you about a subject that I'm sure that most of you know about this, and a lot of you don't know about this. And the ones that don't know about this should hear this. We have a real big problem happening right now in America. We have a real big problem happening right now in America. And the problem is that we have a debt of $1.4 trillion with credit cards. That's right. You heard that correct. We have a debt of $1.4 trillion in credit cards. That means that many people that you know have a lot of problems paying their monthly credit card bills. That's right. And those monthly credit card bills have an interest between a 24 and a 29%. That means that many people are not going to be able to pay their credit cards no more, and they will have to go in bankruptcy. That's right. I'm sure that none of your favorite channels that you guys follow are not going to tell you about this, but I will. And I'm not going to say because I'm stupid like that. I'm going to tell you because I think it's, you guys should hear this. Because you guys are thinking that buying watches is the right thing to do at this moment. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, whatever credit card line you have left in those cards, save them so you could pay for house goods, mortgage, electrical bills, phone bills, heater, whatever you want to call it, Con Edison, all that good stuff. Save that credit card line that you have left. Times are tough. Don't use those credit cards to buy watches. It's not the right time to be doing that. We're going through hard times in our country right now. I'm telling you, $1.4 trillion is, wow. It's an astonishing, amount of money that the people from this country own in credit cards. No matter what they tell you out there that buying watches is good at this moment, it's, if you are going to buy watches, be very smart, ladies and gentlemen. There's people out there that have a lot of problems. And people, family members of yours, your in-laws, your parents, your sister, your brother, cousins, nephews, your grandchildren, they're struggling out there. So again, if you are and you still have credit cards that you can use, don't use them to buy watches. Use them so you could, take care of your family matters. All right? I thought I should tell you about this because it's getting kind of, worrisome already. $1.4 trillion, not 1.4 billion, 1.4 trillion. There's going to be so much bankruptcy in the next year in the United States of America. It's probably going to be the biggest ever. You heard that right. There's going to be so much bankruptcy in this country. It's going to be unbelievable. Like no other decade, year, whatever you want to call it, ever. People cannot no longer pay their credit cards. People are living off their credit cards. Remember, we have 300 million people in the United States of America. Not all 300 million people buy watches. We are a very small group that buys watches. I mean, very, very, very small. So the watch industry at this moment is the last thing that people are looking at on buying watches. All right? So be smart with your money and don't be using your credit cards to buy watches. All right? I'm just telling you this because I think you should know about this. We're heading into some real dark times in this country. And I really mean that. I'm not today. I feel like I'm stepping out of character to tell you this. Because a lot of you are just skipping around through life like a rabbit. thinking that everything is up and running, and it's not. And I don't mean up and running in the watch business. I mean in the world. Things are tough out there. You know, I'm not here giving you no kind of advice, no financial advice, but you know, I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of reading. And, you know, maybe, you know, I'm not saying, you know, with all respect, I'm saying maybe you guys should look into this, you know, look into that $1.4 trillion that we have in debt in credit cards. You know, the United States has a debt, you know, the population here has a debt of $1.4 trillion. Don't forget that. So do not use your credit cards to buy watches. Use your credit cards if you have to use them to defend your family, to pay your mortgage, to pay your children's tuition school, to pay insurance, groceries, all those good things, but not to buy watches, right? All right, guys, I really hope you take this to heart and you really look into this matter of what, you know, Americans are going through credit cards that they cannot pay any longer because the interest is just killing them. I'm telling you, between a 24 and a 29%. Your families and people you know, friends, will die and they'll never pay those credit cards because the interest is just killing everybody. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go in now to the watch market update. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with the watch market update. And today our first watch is an unbelievable looking time machine. It's an unbelievable looking time machine. It is the Rolex Yellow Gold Daytona. Take a look, see at the pictures. An unbelievable time machine. Unbelievable. The Rolex Yellow Gold Daytona John Mayer. Unbelievable. Dead. Anyway, so we're talking about the Rolex Daytona Yellow Gold John Mayer with a green dial. Reference number 116508. Unbelievable. 40 millimeter. Retail price of that beautiful time machine is $38,700. And at one moment in the lollipop sucker era, in the window liquor era, or in the Corona era, unbelievable, was over $150,000. Unbelievable, but true. Unbelievable. I mean, you do whatever you want with your money. You do whatever you want. If you still want to continue maintaining these flim-flammers that have been fleecing you for so long, that's up to you. If you want to maintain them and you want to see them still driving around their red gold fast red car and their Louis Vuitton Nike sneakers, their ripped jeans, the Montclair sweaters, you know, the Supreme hoodies, you know, that's up to you. You know, their sushi dinners, their steak dinners, that's up to you. But the watch market is dead at this moment. Or should we use a kinder word for you guys out there? It's critical, huh? Should we use critical? Because maybe you don't like the word dead. It is dead. Unbelievable, but true. And we're going to have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that used slider condition material, John Mayer Daytona, yellow gold with a green dial. Don't pay more, and I mean don't pay more than $51,000. And bam, the watch market is dead. Our next watch is another Rolex Daytona. Take a look at the picture of this Rolex Daytona. Unbelievable. It is a Rolex Rose Gold Daytona with a chocolate dial. Unbelievable looking time machine. The reference number that watch is the 116515 with a 40 millimeter. It has a retail price of $31,500. Unbelievable, but true. And at one moment, it was over $47,000, this watch. And then when they discontinued it, it went up to $50,000. Unbelievable, but true. You know, you people, they have you mesmerized with the word discontinue, and you think that those watches are going to go up to $1 million. And I got news for you. These people are just flim-flamming you with that word. These people are just fleecing you with that word. You got to stop being lollipop suckers. You got to stop being window lickers. You got to tell these cockroaches and monkeys that the watch market is dead. And that you have been tired. And that you're tired of being fleeced by them. That's right. You tell them in their face. You tell them in their face. And we're going to have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that beautiful Rolex Daytona rose gold with a chocolate dial oyster flex. Don't pay more, and I mean don't pay more than $33,000, and bang, the watch market is dead. Unbelievable truth. Unbelievable. You got to stop being with the liquors, ladies and gentlemen. The watch market is dead. No matter what these flim-flammers keep on telling you, the watch market is dead. You tell these cockroaches in the face. You look at them straight in the eyes and you tell them, but the watch market is dead. That's all. You tell them that. It's like Dracula, when they put that thing in their heart, that's what happens to them. They become Dracula at that moment. When you tell them that the watch market is dead, they become Dracula. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They don't want to hear that word, but you tell them. You tell those cockroaches and monkeys that the watch market is dead, right? Our next watch is another Rolex Daytona. Unbelievable, that Rolex Daytona. Take a look, see at the picture of this Rolex Daytona. Unbelievable looking time machine. This is the Rolex Daytona Platinum. Unbelievable with that pamper. The pampers that the babies use when, the pampers, the pamper blue. The pamper blue dial. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Chrono with a chocolate bezel. Reference number 116506 with a retail price of $83,400. Unbelievable. And at one moment, this watch was over. In the Corona era, in the window liquor era, in the lollipop sucker era, in the tomato can era, unbelievable. It was over $185,000. We're going to have to tell you today, ladies and gentlemen, the honest truth. Don't pay for that beautiful Rolex Platinum Daytona. Don't pay more, and I mean don't pay more than $76,000, and bang, the watch market is dead. Watch market is dead. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that we have a debt in this country with credit cards of $1.4 trillion. People are drowning in debt. That's right. Don't buy watches with credit cards. If you don't have the spare cash, do not buy watches. Our next watch is an unbelievable looking time machine. It is the Rolex Daytona. Unbelievable. Take a look-see at this unbelievable, loud looking Daytona. Wow! Unbelievable. Wow! Take a look-see at it. Unbelievable. This is the Rolex Yellow Gold Daytona Leopard dial, Leopard strap. Reference number 116598. 40 millimeter. Retail price of that watch is $77,300. That's right. Unbelievable looking time machine. Wow! Unbelievable looking time machine. And me and Sweet Kit Kino are going to have to tell you the truth. We're going to have to tell you the truth. This watch at one moment was up there in the $90,000 mark. The $90,000 mark. Unbelievable. It takes a real, a person that's very sure of themselves to, wear this watch. It's unbelievable, as you can see it. Wow. Unbelievable. And we're going to have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you do whatever you want with your money. And we understand that you guys have a lot of deep pockets out there. But we're going to have to tell you, don't pay for that Leopard Daytona. Don't pay more than $63,000, and bang, watch market is dead. Our next watch is a Rolex Daytona. Take a look at the picture. This beautiful Rolex Daytona, stainless steel. Unbelievable, with a white dial. Unbelievable looking time machine. The reference number of this watch is the 116520 with a 40 millimeter case. The retail price of this watch is $13,100. Unbelievable looking time machine. This watch was over at one moment, over $25,000. Unbelievable, but true. Unbelievable. And we're going to have to tell you today, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that beautiful Rolex Daytona with a white dial, stainless steel. Don't pay more, and I mean don't pay more than $16,000 and watch market be dead. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, remember the word $1.4 trillion. Watch market be dead. Our next watch is a Patek Philippe, the Celestial. Unbelievable. Grand complications. Rose gold. Unbelievable, as you can see in the picture. Unbelievable looking time machine. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The Celestial, the 6102 rose gold, has a retail price of $333,470. Unbelievable. 44 millimeter. And we're going to have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that Celestial. Don't pay more than $274,000 and watch market is dead. Unbelievable. Our next watch is another Patek Philippe. Another Patek Philippe that is beautiful. Take a look at the picture at this beautiful Patek Philippe. Unbelievable looking Patek Philippe. Unbelievable. This is the Patek Philippe Kalatraa pilot travel time alarm. Unbelievable. The 5520. It has a 42.2 millimeter casing. Unbelievable. Has a retail price of $282,800. Unbelievable. Platinum. Unbelievable, this watch. It's unbelievable. It has more buttons than my shirt. Unbelievable looking time machine. Unbelievable, as you can see in the picture. But it really has more buttons than my shirt. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And we're going to have to tell you, don't pay for that beautiful Patek Philippe Kalatraa. Don't pay for that Kalatraa pilot travel time alarm with a platinum casing, 5520. Don't pay more, and I mean don't pay more than $142,000 and watch mine be dead. Our next watch is a Patek Philippe. Take a look at the picture. Unbelievable looking Patek Philippe. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's the Patek Philippe stainless steel annual calendar chrono 5905 with a green dial. Unbelievable. Has a retail price of $64,220. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to tell you, don't pay more for that beautiful Patek Philippe annual calendar chrono 5905. Don't pay more than $49,000 and the watch market dead. I'm dead. Our next watch is an unbelievable looking watch. Unbelievable. Take a look at the picture of this watch. Unbelievable. This is a Tudor Miss Piggy. Unbelievable, this Miss Piggy. Stainless steel black bay chrono. You know, with the pink dial. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It has a reference number. This watch is the M79360N0019. It has a retail price of $5,675. That's right. And at one moment, this watch was just crazy. This Miss Piggy was unbelievable, you know. Was over $25,000 when it was first released. And it came out of the gates. Unbelievable. And we're going to have to tell you today, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, you do whatever you want with your money, but don't pay for that Miss Piggy. You know, Chrono pink dial. Don't pay. And I mean, don't pay more than $6,900 and the white market dead. White market dead. Our next watch is an unbelievable looking time machine. It is the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. Unbelievable. Take a look-see at the picture of this AP. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It is the AP Royal Oak Chrono. Stainless steel, 41 millimeter, black dial. Reference number 26320. Has a retail price of $26,900. And at one moment, it was over $45,000, $50,000, you know, in the Corona era, you know, the lollipop sucker era, the window licker era. Unbelievable. Stop getting flim-flam. Stop getting flim-flam. Don't let these cockroaches keep on fleecing you. These guys are a bunch of monkeys, all right? These guys are a bunch of monkeys. They see you as monkeys. They see you as dodo birds. Understand me? And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for this beautiful AP Royal Oak Chrono stainless steel 41 millimeter black dial 26320. Don't pay more. And I mean, don't pay more than $28,000 in unbelievable. The watch market is dead. Unbelievable. Our next watch is another AP Royal Oak. Unbelievable. Take a look at the picture of this beautiful AP Royal Oak. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. This is the AP Royal Oak Chrono stainless steel Panda. You know, Panda like this. Unbelievable, like this. Unbelievable. The Panda 41 millimeter, the 26331 has a retail price of $34,600. Unbelievable, but true. Unbelievable. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to tell you, I mean, you do whatever you want, but don't pay for that beautiful AP Royal Oak Chrono stainless steel Panda. Don't pay more. And I mean, don't pay more than $36,000 and the watch market is dead. Unbelievable, but true. Watch market is dead. Our next watch is a Vacheron Constantin. Take a look-see at this VC overseas. Unbelievable, this Vacheron Constantin. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The ultra-thin perpetual calendar, pink gold, with a 41.5 millimeter casing. Has a retail price of $111,000. Unbelievable. With that beautiful steel dial. The 4300V. Unbelievable. -120 BO64. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to tell you, don't pay for that beautiful overseas. Don't pay more, and I mean don't pay more than $77,000 and the watch market is dead. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed my watch market update for this week. And like I was telling you earlier today, remember, keep in mind, be careful with your credit cards, the way you're using them and the way you're spending your credit card line. The watch market at this moment is very, very critical. It is, so be careful. Use your credit cards wisely. Use them for important things so you can defend yourself and defend your family matters. Stop maintaining these flim-flammers out there and buying watches. The watch market is dropping by a day. By the day, it's dropping. All right? Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed my watch market update. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our private watch group. It's under my name, Juan Nieves, Juan, Nieves, N-I-E-V as in Victor, E-S. It's on Facebook, and you can follow me there. Just scroll down to About, and you're going to see Opus and Time watches, and there is our private watch group, and maybe you will be accepted in our watch group. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this watch market update show for this week. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and like I say every week, take care and brush your hair.
This is the Blue Grotto in Capri, Italia.